Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Eagles are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Giants, who will need to solve that secondary.
It is a snowy and blustery day in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now the first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Some room to maneuver. Dashing through the snow. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here's Webb. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. Wentz now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And he fends him off. Oh, he stays up. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4th.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll run again with Bernard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a 1st down throw. Webb. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A very solid gain of 27. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Webb. The quick slant caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And that'll make it 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. On first down, Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing now is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Steps away to his left. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Down, here's Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Webb. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A second quarter score from down in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Wentz now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wentz going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now here's a carry heading left. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So the off. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run on the draw. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Play clock winding down. To throw, Webb. And he's going to go down again. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And the Jets have just scored to extend their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he is going to bring this back in. The 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, Webb. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Webb. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it. On 2nd down, Webb. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now Webb. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run with Bernard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down and 4. Throwing is Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw on second down. Webb. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on first down. Webb. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. No. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Play action, it's Webb. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watch number 86. Watch 86.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Wentz now on 1st down. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Play action. Now Wentz. And an alley to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Webb gets it to his running back, Bernard. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Giovanni Bernard in the final minute. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kyle Emanuel in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Giants, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap for Charles.